Good afternoon.
My name's Donovan
And my name's Naydine Almeida.
And welcome to the Nightly News.
In the country of Saudi Arabia, small changes are being made that will hopefully lead to equality between males and females. In the provinces of Riyadh, Al-Qasim and Medina women are allowed to apply for the position of soldier until Thursday. Although they cannot be involved in combat, they can still help by working in security. There are still people who believe, despite the government's words, that no real change will happen. And now for our first editorial.
Here's what we want to understand. Does this in any way drive human success? Imagine all the things that are going on in our country right now. Political divide, religious divide, divide between even states, divide between mindsets, divide within schools that causes a mass shooting. Could you imagine if everybody just loved themselves more, what would happen?
I feel like the emotional speaker gave me a perspective that it's okay that we all express our emotions in a different way, that we're all humans.
So there's not a lot of classes that we take that really talk about love and how we feel in our family. It's mostly about the academics, and I feel like having them here really gave us time to reflect on ourselves and our families.
There's kids in this world that we can look at and say, great athlete, great family, everything's perfect. But what if they're hurting on the inside because maybe they feel guilty they have too much?
When I heard Freddie's story about his son, Freddie Jr., it made me really sad to think about how a life so young can be taken away by just about anything. And from that, I got from it, I should go out there, do all the things I want to do with my life, and encourage others to do the same.
Go Love Now event was something that really struck through a lot of our teenagers' hearts in our school. I think it's very important to have because a lot of our students are struggling through balancing their life and studies, and they need to know that it's okay to be sad, it's okay to feel upset and anger, and there's a certain way to let things out. And through the meditation, the techniques that they taught us, that's really important, for de-stressing yourself.
So I do really love the Go Love Now movement. I'm glad that Scott was able to come talk to our students. I think it's really important that we treat each other as human beings, because that's what we are, and we have emotions, and our minds go through all these things every day, and we're trying to process all these things that are happening to us. And so it's great that, he brought that awareness of everyone's going through something, and so when you're interacting with someone, maybe it's weird, maybe they're being mean, or maybe they're giving you this attitude and you don't know where it's coming from. It's probably not you, it's something else that's going on in their lives, and so we just need to be kind to each other and just be thoughtful, oh, maybe they're having a rough day, maybe something's going on at home, or something happened here, with a friend. So I really love that part of it. I know the stories they told, there were some really emotional stories, and I think that's good. I think we don't like to dig into our emotions, want to gloss over it, but it's good. It's good to take note of them and just be more aware of oh, I might be reacting like this because I feel hurt or made fun of or something like that. So it's just really good. And I hope that over time we'll do more stuff with it, because we are a family here. It's a very small group of people, and we want to treat each other well.
And here we see the Boston Terrier Oliver being put into an old purse so that he won't squirm when his owner cuts his nails. It was an ingenious way to handle the issue of Oliver barking and moving when all he needed was a trim. It all started when Patrick looked online for something to hold his doggo to cut his nails, and the gadget he found was $200. So Patrick DIY'd his own invention, which he calls the doggy bag. What a good doggo. And now, onto our second editorial.
Hi, I'm Jazlyn. I was picked for this week's editorial. I asked the question, what do you think about the new school bells? And these are the responses. So what do you think about the new school bells?
I don't like it. I want to put my headphones on instead.
I believe students should suggest the type of music that should be played.
Personally, I enjoy the school bells, but they were interrupting class that one day whenever they were doing them during lunch because it was interrupting my class time. But other than that, I really like them. I just think that they need to change the song so it's not as repetitive and annoying.
Well, whenever I hear the new school bells, I usually think, oh, it's time to put in my headphones to not hear the trashy music.
They're pretty cool. I like that they're changing it up and we're not boring, but I just wish we had better music because I can't dance to this.
Well, to be honest, I think they're okay. They just need to add more variety of music, really.
I think they're neat. I think it's a fun way to sort of raise morale at school. So I think it's a fun little thing that they do. It also allows kids to pick music as well, so it adds to the personal experience to it. So I think it's a fun way to transition from class to class.
So what do you think about the new school bells?
The music, I think it's really awesome. It gets everyone pumped up, ready to learn. The music is fun. I hope that we have a request box so that we can make some requests. But other than that, I love it.
This Wednesday, Miss Seal took her environmental science class to the water treatment plant across the street. The students quickly realized that there was also an unexpected but not unwelcome visitor who joined them on the tour. The small pupper was extremely friendly to all the students despite being a stray dog they found on the street. They soon realized when the tour came to an end that they would have to leave the poor pupper behind, or so they thought. During lunch, the pupper came around to the back to spend time with students and play. It was a very wild and surprising Wednesday to say the least. And now for the school announcement.
Lindsay Doyle, Trey Bridgewater, and Naydine Almeida all participated in the MSID Spelling Bee that funds the MSID scholarships for Montgomery students. Their team, TCOB, was the last student team left and made it to the final round of questions before losing. Thank you for watching this edition of Student News.
We'll see you next Friday.